Hi, my name is Jonathan Orsi. I'm a software developer by day, and in the evenings I work as a musician and sound designer. I have been playing music for about 23 years now, and I started off playing guitar, learned how to play bass, piano, and every so often I attempt to sing. I'm in a band right now called JoJo Gun and the Bullets, and we've been together for about 15 years. I've also been in a bunch of cover bands, and we've done things like funk, Motown, rock and roll, and basically any song that can get people up to the dance floor dancing. As a sound designer, I've been doing it on and off for about 10 years now. However, it's only been in the past 3 years where I focused on doing professional work for video games. My role in Bat Boy is as the sound designer. I've made all the bleep bloops, the booms, and the little interludes in between all of them that you hear. It's incredibly fun to restrict yourself to these self-imposed rules of, 8-bit, no field recordings, no, sound effects outside of what a Nintendo or an Atari would have made, and it's always an achievement when you get to the sound that you're trying to get with such little tools to work with. The thing I'm using specifically is an audio plugin by Plogue, the company. It's called Chip Sounds, and it's basically an emulation of old 8-bit consoles. So things like the Nintendo, I only have access to triangle waves, a pulse wave, and 2 noise channels, and some very minor modulations I can do on them. And with that noise channel, I've made a bat swinging, a fireball, an explosion, and even a ninja pig throwing a projectile and disappearing into the night. How I started with Bat Boy. I was scrolling Reddit one day in December of 2020, and I came across a post in one of the audio subreddits saying that there was a game in progress that they needed a sound designer to do 8-bit effects for, and this was posted by another member of the team, Sina. So I replied. I had just finished another indie game that had a very similar 8-bit sound effect design to it, and I was like, hey, take a listen to this, tell me what you think. And they seemed to enjoy it, but the game wasn't ready for sound effects yet, so they said they'd get back to me. 8 months later, I got an email, and they said they were ready if I was still interested. They were really looking forward to it, and I was available, and I loved looking at what they were showing already, and I joined the project officially in September of 2021. I would say my favorite highlight on Bat Boy would be creating the Pigsy reactions. There's this humorous, not taking itself too seriously, fun tone throughout the story and the visuals, and I wanted to reflect that in the sound effects as well. And a lot of the fun came from seeing how other retro games mimic voices, or even analyzing vocal recordings and seeing how the frequency range spreads out. And using that information, you try and mangle some sort of 8-bit audio tone to sound like a surprise Pigsy. The thing I'm most excited about the Kickstarter is seeing the reactions and the support that can come from the fans. This game I know has been in the works for a while now, and everybody has poured love into it, and you can see it, and it shows when you play it. So just being able to see the reaction that fans will have when we get to show this project will be a reward in itself. It also would be very interesting to see the extra features or little Easter eggs we can put into it with a little extra support from the fans, and I can't wait for that to happen. If you love what you're seeing, or you want to help support an indie game, support the Kickstarter. As somebody who's personally played this game well over and a couple dozen times, trying to find every sound effect, it's an absolute blast to still play, and I'm sure anybody who picks it up is going to love it, and there's only going to be more put into it if you help us out. Thank you.